Good afternoon, Aries men, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I like to do is just go on and give you your who's coming towards your reading and to just identify the female or females that I'm seeing coming towards you, as well as occupations in which she might be involved. Okay? I've decided to use my Lenormand's deck here, as we see, already shuffled and presented here in this display. As well as a few other oracle cards to just give you a bit more part and advice into your situation. Be sure, gentlemen, to subscribe if you've yet to subscribe, and make sure that if this reading resonates, go on and give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Okay, let's start off first with just looking at your oracle cards here. It certainly shows here that maybe some of you may have been wanting to give up on your relationship here. So the energy from this card is kind of telling you to kind of give your relationship a chance, and kind of maybe work on restoring harmony in your relationship, because there's just as might be religious factors that might be impeding the success of your relationship. Perhaps your upbringing may be a bit different there, or your spiritual path might be a bit different, or maybe you just need to kind of have a more of an open discussion about that, and realize, gentlemen, that once you do, you certainly are individuals who are definitely lovable, and you deserve love with this card here. Okay, so let's go on and just first start off by I'm just going to go on and just make a few general observations about this woman I'm seeing coming towards you, and then we can go from there. It certainly seems that it's an ex I'm kind of getting for some of you, or someone from whom you've been estranged. Okay, I'm seeing a very exotic type female, or a foreign type woman for some of you, or someone who had perhaps had schooling abroad. Okay, I'm also seeing a very tall woman who appears to be very self centered. She's very ambitious, very popular, she kind of loves the party and very social. And she might be even, gentlemen, a bit promiscuous, okay? But I'm also sensing that she's somewhat lonely, guilty, or kind of going through the midst of some type of a crisis here, and she's very confused as to her next step, okay? It could even be your wife or just a girlfriend here, but it looks like it might even be a long distance type or internet type relationship, okay? So let's start here with the bottom energies. Here we have the crossroad, okay? We have the child there, as well as uh, you, gentlemen, the man here. So I would look at this card to represent you, gentlemen. So it seems to me that just, looking here is that it looks like some of you might even be kind of in the midst of making a decision about a child in some way. And you're contemplating a fresh start, but I'm seeing a lot of hesitancy on your part in kind of making a decision. Okay, so let's get more into the cards to see why. Okay, this is a crossroad there. So with the crossroad, gentlemen, Uranus is the ruler and connects with air signs. Okay, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and with this card, it's all about choices and decisions that needs to be made. So it does show that there's a lot of indecisions. There's a lot of indecision that kind of surrounds your situation. And I feel too, gentlemen, that it seems that the reason why it seems to be because it has been, I'm feeling a lot of cheating perhaps, or due to that, or a lot of, immaturity. So I feel that, you know, although I'm kind of getting that you kind of want a fresh start, you know, it looks like you've been very indecisive about this situation, perhaps due to past problems, you know, and it looks like that you need to make a decision, or might decide to just, it might be time for you to just part ways, and and maybe just decide to, kind of, if you can't reconcile your differences here with giving, your relationship another chance and working on your partnership, then it may be best for you to just move on. So it's something that you just really have to decide here. Okay, that I'm getting. So let's go on and get more so in to the more into the specifics here with your reading. So let's look at the cards that that falls towards your past here. Okay, we have the dog, we have the ship, we have the tower, and don't be alarmed. okay, because that doesn't have the same meaning as in tarot. We have the compass, okay, we have the garden, and then we have the cross, and then we have the clouds, and then of course the woman represents her. So let's start off, gentlemen, with the dogs there. So certainly it looks like that. I'm seeing in your reading, I'm seeing both someone new as well as an ex. You know, and someone seems to might be going through some type of recovery type program that I'm getting here. But I'm seeing a lot of worries, guilt, and much confusion surrounding the situation that represents your past or basis of the matter. So again, let's get into more of the specifics. You have the dog. Okay, so Venus is denoted in kind of represents water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And again, that's an ex or someone that you've kind of been with for a long time who appears to be very persistent. It could be someone that even works as a police or a doctor or a nurse or some type of an assistant of some sort, okay? And then next here you have the ship. Okay, so with the ship, Jupiter, you know, is the ruler and it connects with fire signs, okay? Leos, Aries, and Sagittarius. And with this card, it's all about, travel, even separation, So this card shows, a very exotic looking type, female I'm getting here. And she could be even, of foreign descent for some of you. And of course, that's to include Asian or some type of Mediterranean type descent or even African. But very, um, exotic flair to her, and she could even be a travel agent. But this, she appears to be to me very impulsive, or even she could work in shipping or does works in some type of a freight business or some type of international type firm, okay? And then next we have the Tower. So Saturn is the ruler and it connects with Earth signs, okay? Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And with this card, it's all about official issues. So I'm seeing a tall woman here, one that's educated, one that's professional. She could even work for the government or does something in education. Or, again, the airport or like within the hospital, some type of professional field that I'm getting. Next, we have the compass there. Okay, we're going to get back to the exact specifics of what this card is trying to tell you when I do your story here, because this is one of those extra cards that it's not normally traditionally in an enormous deck because there's only usually 36 cards, okay? And then you have the garden there, okay? So with the garden, Venus is denoted or is the ruler and it connects with air signs, okay? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, as well as fire signs once again. Okay, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So this card is all about crowds and groups of people. So this shows that this woman is also very street smart. She's very popular, as I already suggested from the onset. And she loves the outdoors. She's just an uninhibited type person. She could even be an event type planner or works in advertising or does some type of creative or PR type work. Okay? And then we have the cross. And with the cross, gentlemen, Neptune and Pluto are governed and connects with fire signs Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And this card is all about confusion. So I feel that this woman is slim, I'm getting, and she's quite bitter, you know. She's worries a lot. I feel that she's very needy. Or she might even, in fact, works at a job that, gentleman, I feel that she really can't stand here with that energy that I'm getting. And then we have the clouds. Okay, so Neptune and Mercury are denoted, and it connects with air sign once again Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And this card is all about, once again, confusion, all about abusive type situations. So herein with this is, I mean, this woman appears to be a bit mentally challenged, or even she's, has a mental disorder. She's very secretive, I'm feeling. And she could even potentially smoke, gentlemen. And I'm feeling that she either has different shades of color in her hair or like salt, pepper type hair. Okay? So we know that this last card here, that card represents her. So let me just give you a story here. Of course, we're going to get back to what that compass, that card means to kind of give you a better understanding of what that is kind of telling you here. Because with that compass, it shows that you're going to be facing a serious decision, gentlemen. And what do compasses do? They guide us to our destination. So this is kind of asking you to kind of, use your intuition and kind of don't make any kind of rash decisions, before moving forward. So again, many of you kind of feel you were, it looks like, in a very loving soulmate type relationship, which appears to have been long distance or is long distance. And many of you wanted to kind of take the relationship to the next level. And this is in this decision I'm feeling you wanted to make, you felt it really was a serious one I'm getting. And again, with the compass card here, it's kind of, it tells you that you should kind of trust your intuition and don't make rash decisions, as I already indicated, because many of you might have met or will meet someone new. I feel also at a gathering of some sort, or it looks like at an event, but I'm seeing a, it looks like I'm still seeing some type of a separation that may have occurred or will occur, or some type of a letdown that you experience. And I feel that because of this, gentleman, it looks like, many of you have been, or just, you've just been kind of sitting, waiting aimlessly to kind of see which way the ball is going to bounce, you know? And because it appears to be a lot of conflict and uncertainty here, and perhaps that's why this energy here of giving your relationship another chance appeared, because many of you may just want to give up. So let's look towards the future and see what you can expect. Okay? So we have the tree. Okay? We have the heart. And look, another woman here, gentlemen. Okay? So is this reading is real with a lot of women here. Okay? We also have the well as the letter. Okay? So it looks like too with this woman, I'm feeling that she might even be suffering from some type of heart problems I'm getting. I'm seeing some type of love letters or some type of cards are kind of coming towards you. And we are in a month where, gentlemen, these things are quite possible. Okay, so let's start again with the tree. Okay, so with the tree, the sun and the soft lunar nodes are the rulers, and it connects with water signs: Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios. So, of course, this card is all about, it's all about karma and it's all about soulmates. So this shows too that this woman is quite health conscious. She's even spiritual, perhaps grounded. She's in her perhaps 30 to 40s, and, she may work in healthcare, or she might do something in medicine, I'm kind of getting. And then next, we have the heart. And with the heart, that's all about romance and passion. And Venus is the ruler and it connects with water signs. So she seems to be very sensual, you know, and she might work in some type of humanitarian type position. And of course, with the woman there that represents her, so we don't need to get into any more details about that. And then we have the well, gentlemen. So what do we usually do when we see wells? We throw coins in there, right? And what is the reason why do we do that? We do it to make wishes. So with the well, this shows that there's a strong possibility, gentlemen, of your wish to materialize, but perhaps you might want to think about or be careful what you wish and be careful what you ask for. And you also might be desiring something that you have not really fully scrutinized or someone. So you might want to just do a bit more probing about this person before you actually get yourself caught up in a situation, you know, from which you can't escape. Okay? So we have letter here as being the next card there. So with the letter Mercury, is the ruler. Okay, and it connects with air signs once again: Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So this card brings of oil is basically all about, text messages, letters, and any type of social or telephonic type communication that, will come by. So it also seen that this woman is quite communicative. She's educated. She looks like she might even does writing, does some type of writing, or she works in a postal type industry, like, or does some type of contract or paper type, work, documentation or something like that that I'm kind of getting, you know. And then, of course, what we're going to do now, gentlemen, I'm just going to go on and give you a story of what I'm kind of seeing that's, really showing that it's going to be coming towards you. So I do see that I see you connecting, gentlemen, with this person eventually because you'll feel a very strong common pull. So once again, this is telling you to give your relationship a chance, but you must be patient. I'm feeling with this new person I'm feeling because many of you will feel she is certainly the one too. So it either could be that you may want to let go of a relationship and move forward to someone new. So in whatever way that you're seeing this, it's kind of telling you to give your relationship a chance. Because I see, gentlemen, that in the end you're going to be receiving some type of a love letter or a card or something from this person of a romantic, passionate nature, and it's going to make you happy. Okay? And so, gentlemen, also I wanted to also share with you, a few more remaining remarks. Okay? And what I'm also feeling too, gentlemen, is that you certainly yourself deserve to be loved. Despite whatever challenges that you've gone through, everyone deserves to be loved. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, and understand that, the only thing, gentlemen, that is real is really love. So maybe you want to shift your focus back to love, as it appears that it may not have been on it for some time now. Okay, and act as if, gentlemen, that your partner is certainly already here. Because whether you really have someone in your life or not, act as if they are. So you can always consider that as an option, okay? And it's really important right now for you gentlemen to kind of take a step back and maybe spend some time alone, instead of kind of, really focusing on another. Now's the time to kind of give to yourself so that when the time comes for you to reconcile your differences or the time comes for you to kind of meet or link again or something like that, then you will be ready. And you might want to try to give each other some space in your situation, because, and just trust and kind of have faith that certainly everything in your situation is certainly going to work out, but it's going to work out in time. And through all of the madness, playfulness is usually the best policy, and understand that laughter is the best therapy. So have some fun if you can together, and remember, love certainly is, in fact, the greatest healer. And life is forever changing as we go on through life each day, gentlemen. Certainly, this is certainly in accordance with nature's divine will. And may you try to lovingly embrace life, changing seasons, and the knowledge that all is as it really should be, and that love is all there really is in the end. And really, one of the things to do this is to understand that positive and loving thoughts are, in fact, instrumental in kind of creating, gentlemen, positive, loving relationships. So, you know, but sometimes fear and doubt only kind of serve to create uncertainty. So think more about what is right in your relationship and let's on what you are or what you're kind of thinking is wrong. So, gentlemen, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share, subscribe, and send me over your comments. If you'd like to have a personal reading, you can contact me at WAT61073 at gmail.com. Enjoy your day. Thanks.